States where we bring you reports on key developments across Nigeria's 36 states. I'm Ibrahim Shita. Let's start off in Delta State, where the Apex Socio-Cultural Organization of the Ndokwa people, Ndokwa Nickel Union, has passed a vote of confidence in Delta State Governor Sheriff Oborevwori, citing what is described as his inclusive leadership style and commitment to development across the state. The endorsement came during a courtesy visit by the leadership of the union, elders and stakeholders of Ndokwa Nation to Government House, Asaba. Ikena Mechi reports.
Led by its President General, the delegation said it was at Government House to appreciate Governor Oborevwori for the projects and interventions executed in Ndokwa land and other parts of Delta State. The group praised the administration's commitment to equitable development, accessibility, and fairness, noting that Ndokwa communities had continued to benefit from the governor's development agenda. The delegation also used the opportunity to present some requests, including improved electricity supply, the implementation of the Okpai step-down facility, and the siting of additional infrastructure projects in the area.
Your Excellency, this appreciation goes to accommodate all that you have been doing for Delta State. It goes to represent every good work you have remembered for the people of Ndokwa and Delta State in general. It is true, no government can finish the work, otherwise governance will end. But the takeoff of your administration is so inclusive that whoever that does not believe in the agenda of your office, either you are an enemy or out of ignorance. So we are convinced as Ndokwa people.
Governor Oborevwori, who expressed appreciation for the support and confidence reposed in his administration by the people of Ndokwa Nation, assured them of government's commitment to addressing the electricity challenges facing the area. He also assured the people that additional funding has been approved for electrification projects and pledged continued support for the development of Ndokwa communities.
They are going to start the light process to Utarube. We are going to start very soon on that one. Then you are talking about the issue, you mentioned TCN here, as if you know what we are trying to do. There's a meeting between the Commissioner for Energy, which is your son, with TCN MD tomorrow in Abuja, all in the line to see what they can do.
Governor Oborevwori reaffirmed his commitment to the development of every part of Delta State, promising continued partnership with stakeholders to promote unity, growth, and prosperity across the state. Ikenna Amechi, TVC News, Asaba.
And TVC's Ikena Amechi joins me on news from the state. Ikena, the Ndokwa Nickel Union has passed a vote of confidence in Governor Sheriff Oborevwori. Beyond the symbolism, and based on your findings, what projects or interventions in Ndokwa land are stakeholders pointing to as evidence of the governor's commitment?
All right, Ibrahim. The Ndokwa Nation consists of 3 local governments in Delta North Senatorial District. That's Ndokwa East and Ndokwa West and Okwani. And these are the stakeholders, the leaders, where the leaders of stakeholders gathered came to the governor to actually thank him, not just for being the governor or the deputy governor being from this particular ethnic nationality, but also that there are projects which are visible. We commissioned there's a road, flag off of a road project, a bridge in Ndokwa East, which is quite rare. Because it's a new bridge opening up that area, which is quite an agrarian area. And last week, the governor also commissioned some road projects amounting to 18 kilometers and other projects which are ongoing at the moment, which are some of them in advanced level of completion. So with all these, and of course, the governor intervened in electricity several times, which was vandalized, in restoring power to the Ndokwa Nation. And the governor made a pledge in this meeting that he's going to start all over again to connect the Ndokwa Nation to Utaogwe so that they will have light temporarily, solving that perennial light problem in that area of Ndokwa Nation. So with all these, the people are saying that the governor has shown that he's committed to developing the Ndokwa people who are yearning for, such projects, because they contribute a lot, not just to the state, but to the country, with the last large gas and oil deposits in their area. Of course, they have the large gas gathering plant, in Delta State in Nigeria, with a large chunk of gas in amounting to a large number of cubic feet reserved in Delta State, at which they supposed to have a development that commensurate with these natural resources that is, giving the economy, boosting the economy of the nation.
Interestingly, while commending the administration, this delegation also raised concerns about electricity and infrastructure deficits, including the implementation of the OPI step-down facility. How critical are these requests to the economic development of Ndokwa communities?
Not just to Ndokwa communities, the OPI step-down has been a case that has been for a long time, and is very, very critical in, giving light to that area and surrounding people around the Ndokwa Nation. But it has been something that has been in the federal government because of the electricity, deregulation of the electricity. It has been there, but now the electricity has been deregulated. And so they have a state electricity bill, which the governor is actually taking advantage of and trying to see how they can take advantage of the step down to generate power to supply, because you can't be supplying water or supplying power and you will not have power in your area. And that is the case of the Ndokwa people. So they are looking at ways to ensure that the people have light, and that is something in the long term.
Absolutely.
And in the short term, the governor said he has approved, the connection of light from other sources so that they can have light temporarily. While looking at the Ndokwa, they apply step down to generate power.
Absolutely. Ikena Amechi, thank you so much for the update. Thank you. Now let's take you to Benue State, where Governor Hyacinth Alia has signed the Benue State Electricity Law 2026, a legislation aimed at transforming the state's power sector. Speaking during the ceremony in Makurdi, Governor Alia described the new law as a strategic intervention designed to unlock Benue's economic potential through